Titsukabra, Chatakabra, Tixukabra, Chatakabra, Tixukabra, Chatakabra, Conga la 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 la.
Over the years, Monster Hunter has built a scrumptious roster of monsters from small to behemoths of mass destruction to handsome, beautiful creatures like this one. But chances are your favorite monsters are high level, complicated monsters like Orjang, Nergigante, Lagayacruz, and Gormagala, as an example. But what about the underdogs? You see, not every monster is built the same. And while in the game you yourself get to hunt mythical beasts and dragons, lore wise, most hunters never make it past low rank. Because of progression in the game, it becomes very rare to clash against these titans ever again. Unless you're helping a friend, something most of you don't have. But even so, because of progression, you hardly see them after the initial phase of the game. And it got me wondering, why are starting monsters so unpopular? This is the question that I'll be answering in this video, so let's get it on. This is the most hated starting monsters in Monster Hunter. Before we start, I would like to clarify, starting monsters are any monster that you have access to on low rank, just to make it easier for you guys. Going back to the beginning of the franchise, back when you could split monsters in half. Wait, what do you mean by not going so far back? Oh, too gruesome? Yeah, okay, let's move on. You're right. Back in Monster Hunter 1, we were introduced to plenty of starting monsters. Velocidrum, Lodrum, Angidrum, all of the drums, to name a few. But it is not the trio that created mass hatred, because this is the game that introduced Cephadrum and Gicerus, two infamous monsters notorious for their annoying fights. Gypserus having the ability to both stun you and poison you while running like a headless chicken in order to tackle you was brutal. The Cephadron staying underground for the first 15 minutes of the hunt was infuriating as well. But we all know the monster that changed the game forever. Hip Check Plesiat. This monster was responsible for so much trauma that even in future appearances in different games, people who remember this abomination shudder at the thought of fighting it again. His hitbox was so unforgiving in this game that it more often than not it would hit you across the screen. And while other monsters may have been annoying in this game, Plesiat takes the cake because of the trauma it caused. To start with, Plesiat is insane, because what could get worse than that? Oh, it gets worse. It gets much worse. For you see, the next Monster Hunter game introduced the girthy, throbbing, veiny Ketsu and Red Ketsu. Why were they annoying? Well, it was the combination of electric attacks and the ability to paralyze you that sealed the deal. Not to mention the audacity to give this monster an annoying roar. You try to get close to do damage? Too bad. Electric Force Field sends you flying back. You try attacking on distance? Too bad. Electric Bolt to the face. Now you're paralyzed and you can't move at all. Meanwhile, this ferocious looking thing is strutting, inching a step closer, watching you struggle as you desperately button mash with hopes of standing up, but to no avail. I just got to say, I'm glad this monster is not around in the mainstream era of Monster Hunter, considering the amount of explicit mods for monsters. Jesus Christ, could you imagine? Moving on to Monster Hunter 3, who introduced Kurono Pickle. This devilish, godforsaken bird was not hard to hunt by itself. That was only if you were fighting it by itself. This bird had the unique ability to mimic cries of other monsters and summon them. More often than not, you will see this parrot summoning a Diablos or a Deviljho. And guess what? He can buff and heal them, turning a single match into a free-for-all buffet where you are the main course. Whoever designed this monster had a vendetta against players or just wanted to watch the whole world burn. Moving on to the next monster that grinds my gears, the Tigrets. I hate this monster. It's by far my most hated monster in all of the franchise. And the fact that they make you fight it in low rank is downright brutal, if not disrespectful. High speed, powerful attacks, and that annoying roar. The same one he loves to spam over and over again. By this point, you may be catching my drift. I hate monsters that spam attacks like roars in all of Monster Hunter franchise. And there's a lot of them who do this. I don't know why Capcom does this, but they enjoy doing it, and I hate it. It just makes the fight more annoying, especially if you don't have earplugs. But that is not all. We got somebody who is worse. Coming in closer to the finish of this list, introducing to you all Lavasiot. Why the hatred, you may ask? Aside from the fact that it spends the majority of the time submerged in lava, hurling fireballs at you, he also has a hardened exterior that makes your attack bounce off without proper sharpness or mind's eye. You know, two things that you cannot get in low rank, or at least they're hard to get in low rank. They really wanted you to have the best horrible experience possible, and they nailed it. This monster is cited to be one of the most annoying and hated monsters in all of the Monster Hunter series, if not in worlds. And that says a lot, because I just mentioned way worse low rank monsters previously. This is truly a testament of how players hate the stalling tactic mechanics in monsters. Have you ever had a favorite monster that you absolutely hate? Like, it's your favorite to hate? Well, mine is Conga la 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 la. You see, my first fight with this flatulent monster was in Monster Hunter for You, and I remember asking myself, why? Followed by, why can't I use any of my items? The mechanics of interacting with your items is not new. Some monsters have the ability to steal them, but this was the first time I experienced not being able to use my items altogether. And it makes sense because it's reasonable to think that you wouldn't want to drink a potion or ingest an item when you're covered in poop particles, right? But believe it or not, what I hate the most was his breath attack. For you see, if he ate the yellow mushroom, he can paralyze you now. If he ate the purple one, he can poison you. If he eats a red one, he can blast you. While it's not a hard fight by any means, it's here because I hated hunting it. And it's green looking version too. Fuck 'em. But by far, the lower rank monster I despise the most, the one that I hate hunting, no matter what it is, the Jiang Garuga. And before you comment,
Actually, Garuga is a high rank G rank monster. For your information.
I say shut up. He gets a low rank quest in Free Run Unite, and I hate him. Jiang Garuga is one of the monsters that you can't help but not stand. I already hated the Jiang Kuku, so when I found out that purple crazy cousin was on the loose, I lost my marbles. Jiang Garuga embodies everything I hate on a monster. He can poison you with his tail attacks, similar to Raytheon's. He can firebomb you as well, rush you like Ripsaurus, spam his roar like Tigrets. Hatred right there. But the reason I hate this monster goes back to previous generations, because I swear this monster was by far the fastest monster there was. In a game where controls were clunky, camera movement was atrocious, and you couldn't move while healing, Garuga took advantage of this with his over-obnoxious moveset and over-the-top speed. And for being a low rank monster in this game, it deserves the hate and to be on this list. And don't get me started on later iterations when they added Frenzy on this monster. I hate it. Anyway, if you like this video, don't be shy in supporting me with a like. I really appreciate it when you interact with my videos. And subscribe if you want to see more content. That is all at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.